Looking for another option for some aerial footage and maybe some fun in the yard? Check this out. Hey tubers, it's Ben the Curious Consumer, and today we're going to be taking a look at a quadcopter that I picked up on Amazon for less than $40. It is called the FPVRC x5c-1. It is a clone of another quadcopter made by soma. One of the reasons why I decided to pick this quadcopter up was I needed to pick up a replacement for my son's quadcopter. I was going to be doing a review on another one we had called the Orion quadcopter that ended up flying away on us one day when we were flying around in the yard. So I ended up picking up another quadcopter, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Now, this particular quadcopter has a high-performance 4-axis gyro in it, which gives it strong stability, and it can easily implement various different flight movements, has strong wind resistance, as well as being easy to control. Now, this quadcopter operates on a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, but before we get into too much of the details, let's take a look and see what this quadcopter looks like. I ordered it last week, ended up getting it. I was on vacation, so I didn't get a chance to open this yet. So you are going to be opening it with me. So a quick little unboxing here. Let's see what we get inside of this lovely brown box. Now, as you can see here on the brown box, it says FPVRC. It looks like it just opens up here in the front, and there it is. It is a very inexpensive little quadcopter, pretty light and made of plastic. Let's see here, we'll just get these undone. It does come with a camera underneath that is supposed to be a 720p camera for high quality aerial images. Of course, we'll take a look at that and we'll test that out. Cool part is we got this just in time for the family vacation. I kind of wish I had it last week though. This past week we were in Vermont at the Smuggler's Notch Resort, which I'll be doing a review on very shortly. Met a lot of great people up there, but I don't want to ruin that review for you. So in the box you're going to get your FPVRC. It does have a 1 key return, or at least it says it has 1 key return right here. 2.4 gigahertz signal. It does have some basic motors here and some LED lights on the bottom to tell you what's front and back. Here is your 720p camera, and this is where your SD card slot would go. It does look like there's a battery compartment here on the bottom, and so all you would do is pull back on that, and there is your battery. So let's slide this little battery out. It is a 3.7 volt 600 milliamp per hour battery. And here is the controller here, and as you can see, it does have your regular thumbsticks here. You've got some buttons on the side. Not sure exactly what those do. It does feel like all these are buttons. These unfortunately are fake buttons, and if you flip it over on the back, there is no screw there, but it looks like you could put a screw in there for safekeeping, so the battery cover doesn't come off, and it looks like it runs on 4 AA batteries there. So let's see what else is inside of this box. You get an instruction manual here, which is backwards. This would be the front, typically, but it looks like it's backwards. But I hate manuals anyway. Like most guys, we don't like to read those. So that is that. Let's see what else is inside of here. Oh, look at that. We got some prop guards. Oh, we got our landing gear. Got our landing gear here. Looks like just goes on the bottom and you can screw it into place. It's got some screw holes here. And, oh, cool. Here's our charger. Some extra props, nice touch. We'll put the landing gear on. I'll pop that on real quick and come back to you guys. All right, so that's that. I just screwed on the landing gear here, and as you can see, it does just sit just enough space right there for that camera to sit right on the bottom there. So not a lot of room there, but again, not too little either. So it doesn't feel like the camera, like the unit itself is too heavy, so that's nice. And we do have these prop guards, which I'll probably put on for safety purposes for my son. Like I said, I'm going to be giving this to him. And of course, if you don't have them on there, if you're like a professional flyer, you don't have to put them on, but they're pretty easy to install. As you can see, you just line up these two little pegs here to the spot underneath the prop here, where there's two little holes, one here and one here. And then there's a little notch there for the screw to go in. So I'm just going to pop these on as well, so when I give this a shot with my son, he doesn't take his fingers off too. Safety first. Always remember safety first, kids. So we're going to take a look at that in just a second when we go outside and fly this bad boy. But I got to charge up the battery, grab some batteries for the controller, and we will get started. Okay, so here we are with the quadcopter, the FPVRC quadcopter, 2.4 gigahertz. As you can see, I've got the camera set up. I put the memory card in. Now we just have to insert the battery into the camera. But before we do that, let's take a look at the controller. So here's the controller. You've got your regular thumbsticks. So this goes up, down, and then of course it goes yaw left and right. And then this would go forward, backwards, and then of course drifting left and right. These are your trim buttons. So you could fine adjust or fine tune the quadcopter to stay steady if it's windy out or whatever, or if let's say you see it like drifting off to one side. This is your camera control button. This is your speed button and your 1-key return button and your headless mode. This one over here does your stunts and flips. These buttons on the bottom, again, have nothing to do with the controller. It's actually, they're just fake buttons on the bottom. Why they put them there, I have no idea. But when you do install the battery, you just want to push this camera piece back. So if you push it back, it pops out of place and you can open up the little compartment on the bottom. This is your battery. The battery just slides right into place like this. And then you plug the battery into the power adapter right there. And it only goes in one way. The adapter is actually made specifically, so you can't put it in the wrong way. When you go to put this camera piece back in, however, make sure these little clips right here that are on the sides, if you can see that there, the little clips there on the sides, go underneath on both sides and clip into place. That way it's a little bit more sturdy. And then make sure that your plug, as you can see here, the plug kind of came undone here for the camera. So if I wanted to record, it wouldn't record. So I got to slide that back into place and just plug that back in. So now it's all set. And now we can go for flight. And that's going to do it, guys. So that is the FPVRC quadcopter, a little fun quadcopter to fly. does have altitude hold. As you can tell by the footage, the video camera footage from the camera isn't necessarily the best footage you can get on the market, so you're probably not going to be getting great aerial footage with this, but if you just want to see what's over in the neighbor's yard or just above the woods, wherever you are, this quadcopter can give you that image, but definitely not going to compete with a drone like the DJI Spark or any of the other high-end filming drones. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. I am Ben, the Curious Consumer, and I want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing. Once you subscribe, hit that little bell on the bottom. It will notify you every time we make a new video. Well, guys, again, thank you for stopping by, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.